What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. You guys ask me time and time again, Next Gen, when you gonna do another boxing video? You gonna do another boxing video? I got you guys. Now listen, this is the thing. I don't know if I'm gonna do a separate boxing channel and just leave that for there, or if you guys want me to leave it here and just cover the big fights. But you know what? This right here has really lit the fire up under my ass. First, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. First of all, thank you guys. Thank you guys, all you guys that came out to the first show, the Broadband Bullies that I did over there on Beam. Great turnout. Gave away several games, codes. Had a blast. So you guys again, 9 o'clock next Friday. Broadband Bullies. You know what I mean? And I'm looking to working with new and different people. I appreciate it and thank you guys so much. Actually, I'm going to be live streaming right after this here. You know what I mean? But anyway. For those of you that don't know me, you know, or new to my channel, I started boxing at the age of 8. I started competing around 10 or so, 10 and a half. I have over 100, you know, amateur fights and stuff. You know, I've been around the sport for a very, very long time. And I'm gonna say this: for boxing to be a big, global, worldwide sport, it's very small. Everybody knows everybody. Okay. I have some very, very interesting stories when it comes to boxing. Like I may give you some exclusives here. Yeah, literally. I got some stuff about Floyd and Mike. Reason why they don't like each other. You remember? I was like this. You know, if you guys are there, the guys of you that do follow Floyd. So you know how he was talking about the super fight between Pacquiao and Floyd, and how Mike Tyson was always picking Pacquiao to beat, you know, Floyd Mayweather and stuff, and a bunch of stuff. I'm thinking about doing a video and let you know where that tension comes between Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather. They don't like each other, really. They don't like each other. Anyway, getting right into today's video. So yesterday we had a double hitter on Showtime, and I want to say this: congratulations to Showtime. They are kicking HBO ass when it comes to fights and boxing. They've been putting on a lot of great fights with Al Heyman, PBC, and they're free. You know, when HBO have their fights, you know, decent fights or whatever, they normally try to put it on pay-per-view. Like, to give you an example, Andre Ward and Kovalov should have been on pay-per-view. You know what I mean? But, shall I digress? So, you had the first fight was Jermell Charlo versus Charles Hatley. Charles Hatley's from Dallas. Jermell Charlo's from, of course, Houston. So, you had a little rivalry there between Houston and Dallas. Now, give you a little backdrop before I get into the main event, which really pissed me off. Charles Hatley had an extensive amateur career, had over 300 fights, well over. He beat a couple people that you may know today in the amateurs, Keith Thurman and those guys. Listen to what I'm telling you here. Just because you're a good amateur does not mean you're going to be a great pro. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, too, that a lot of fighters leave their best years behind them in the amateurs. Let me pause this right here. In the amateurs, they leave a lot of their best stuff there in the amateurs. You know, I gave you another example. You look at my man Rasheed Warren. I'm not saying he's washed up or anything like that. I love Rasheed Warren. I remember when he was a JO. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm from Jersey, and Ohio. I used to Cincinnati. They had the Ohio event, the Hawaii. I forgot to call it shit. The Ohio State Fair, the boxing. I went out there and won that one year. But I remember those guys, like I said, when they were JOs. I'm older than he is. But Rasheed Warren went to the Olympics 3 times. He went in 2004, 2008, and then again in 2012. You know what I mean? So that's 4, 8, you know, Olympics every 4 years. You know what I mean? So that's 12 years. Then again, fighting for free. You know, and when you're competing at that, not just a nationally level, at a worldwide level, you're fighting pros basically, but you're not getting any money for it. Look, you look at Cuba. Great. You look at all the guys that come out of Cuba, they all like damn near champions because they're not allowed to turn pro there. You know what I mean? So even though you're an amateur, you might be fighting somebody with 700 amateur fights. Like Ring It Down. When he won the gold like 2 times in a row, whatever, 2-time gold medal, you know what I mean? But anyway, shall I digress? First fight, Charles Hatley and Jermell Charlo. From the offset, looking at the two, you look at right there, like I said, Jermell Charlo is much bigger, was much bigger than Charles Hatley, much stronger too. He would, every time he threw a straight jab, he would knock Charles Hatley straight back. And the biggest problem that Charles had in that fight, He couldn't get away from the right hand, which ended up hurting him. But hear me out, because when he were boxing, when he landed the right hand, he would back away from or try to slip the right hand, going straight back, and you can't do that. You know what I mean, with his head straight up in the air. And he was right in line for the 1-2, but it ended up eventually knocking him out. The first knockdown came from a hard left hand, a jab, right hand, put him down. But to Charles, Hatley's credit, he's been knocked out I think about 7 times in his career, but he gets up. You know what I mean? So he's known to get knocked down, but he'd get up. But what happened was, in I believe it was the 4th round, he got hurt again, and maybe it just may come from not experience, but Charles Hatley, if I'm not mistaken, his biggest fight, his most credible win was he beat Anthony Mundane, which is kind of over his hill, more or less. But he was the junior middleweight champion for several years, Anthony Mundane. But he beat him. I guess that made him the #1 contender to fight Jermell Charlo. But he got hurt and mixing him up. And then what happened was that somehow, well, I know how, because Jermell took like a little pivot over to the right, to his right, and he hit Charles with a straight right hand. Now Charles was already hurt was a hook that originally hurt him. He was already hurt, and I'm gonna say this to you and explain this to you in layman's terms. That when you see a lot of times people get knocked out, I hear people say, "Damn, he didn't even hit him that hard." It don't really be the hard shots that would knock somebody out. But I'm not saying that it can happen. But it be the stuff you don't see. If someone's gonna throw a hard punch and you see it, your body is able to tense up and be able to take the punch better. You know what I mean? But he was already hurt. You know what I mean? And maybe it came from a lack of experience. You say maybe you should have held him and ran. But when you're a fighter and you're a boxer, you have that fighter's mentality. I explain it to you like this. When you're younger, somebody hits you, you want to get your hit back. That's what it is in boxing. You know what I mean? And naturally, I want to get mine. But somebody hit me, boom, I want to get mine back right away. I'm gonna say to you sometime. And it could be the gift and the curse that can end up hurting you, getting you knocked out. Which got him knocked out. When he got hurt, instead of him maybe holding and get on his bike, get about it, he tried to go back at him and fight, and he got that right hand he hit. He didn't see it because he was faced this way, and Jermell Charlo was on the side of him. You know what I mean? Because he was already woozy. And that right hand, Jesus, he showed a straight right hand. He was knocked out before he even hit the ground. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Harvey Dock, who was the referee of that fight. Know him, grew up, I won't say he's older than me, but we had the same coach, Harvey Dock. We used to box together. He's much older than I am. Well, not much, but he's probably about 6 or 7 years older than me. Maybe, you know what I mean? But Harvey was a hell of a fighter in his day. He was the #1 amateur in his weight class. Either #1 or #2, you know what I mean? He did turn pro, I don't know how many fights, maybe 4 fights, but Doc has bad eyes, like his eyesight is bad or whatever the case, but, he stopped by. He's a referee, you know what I mean? And listen what I'm saying, the reason why I'm talking about it, forget the fact that I know him, but I'm going to come back to that in a minute. So anyway, he was knocked out before he even hit the ground. So the main event pissed me off thoroughly. And I'm going to tell you why. And I want to first off start off by saying, Shawn Porter is a beautiful person as far as his person as a human being. You know what I mean? Very, very nice man. Now, people don't like his father because Kenny Porter is like Angel Garcia. Talks. So a lot of people don't like him. That's why. But Shawn, overall, very nice man. But they're always talking about his father. Always talking about, this person is ducking Shawn and that person is ducking Shawn. The reason why people don't want to fight Shawn Porter, and it has nothing about him being strong, and no. Shawn Porter is a danger to himself and to other fighters. You had 3 nasty cuts in that fight. Berto had 1. Porter was cut badly over both eyes, but they all came from headbutts. They all came from headbutts. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you guys something here. Put this a little bigger. I got it. You know what I mean? And you don't see what I'm saying, okay? Look, you can't see it. That was another head. But look, it's one thing to be short. Like Mike Tyson was an inside fighter, okay? But you use technique and skill to set it up to get in there, right? And you know what I mean? But okay, his arm cut. Look. Okay, look. Okay, fine. That wasn't that bad. But you about to see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this guy with his head. You know what I mean? And much, I guess I will give Shawn credit. That was another little headbutt too. I will give Shawn credit that he made it this far in boxing at this level and is able to complete at this level. And but he's extremely athletic. Okay, okay, that's not that bad. Okay, he's rough him up. But watch this though. You about to see something really, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Okay, he gonna do everything with his head. Let's hit. Look at his head. Head. Look. Your head is not supposed to be there. And that ref did a horrible job. Not once was this guy recommended. I'm sorry. Nothing about his head. You look. Okay. Look. Elbows and every damn thing. Look at his head. Look at his head. Look. Oh my God. Wait. Oh my God. Listen. Look, I will give him credit for the punches, but what set that up was the damn head. Look at this. Wait, this is crazy. This is why he can't get no one wants to fight him, okay? He's a danger to himself and other fighters. Look at his lean. You're not supposed to do that. Mike Tyson was a short fighter, right? But, okay, I'm going to show you like this. When you fight, you boxing, you're working on the inside, it's called putting your head in a man's chest, okay? You put your head in a man's chest. Okay. But look how he has his head. This, like, come on, man. Like, you can't do that. At the end of the fight, we're in. That was elbow, too. At the end of the fight, we're in. Yeah, where you at, now? For what? All right. Look, like, it's been all night with this guy's head. Look at the cut over Shawn's eye. That's from my headbutt. When you headbutt someone, you're not only damaging your opponent, but you're also damaging yourself. Like, not once was this guy right. It was 3 nasty cuts in this fight, and they all came from Shawn Porter's head. This guy was doing head and elbows. Like, I don't know if I won't say he's done it intentionally, but he's not been trained properly. You know what I mean? Like this, you know what I mean? Like, and again, for those who don't know, Shawn Porter, he's not a big puncher. Like what I say, one knockout power, but he's a decent puncher, okay? He can hurt you. That's a good knockdown right there. He can hurt you, you know what I mean? But he's stronger than a lot of these fighters. What I mean by that, Shawn went to the Olympics, I believe, at super middleweight. I believe it's about 165, whatever the case. Or however, I forget the super. He was, over 165 pounds. Now because he used to play football. Now he's down. He's fighting at 147 pounds. You know what I mean? But he's physically strong, fine. You know what I mean? But he is a dirty fighter. You know what I mean? Like, he's dirty. You're not supposed to have your head in a man's face on a man and nudging him. You're not supposed to do that. What Shawn needs to do, he needs to get I don't know, because his father is such a prima donna. They need someone to go in there and teach him the fundamentals, to work his way in there behind it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that he can't jab, but everything's with his head, man. Like, every fight that he has, headbutts and stuff. Like, it shouldn't be the case, man. Like, someone, like, I don't know if the commissioner needs to get in there, because it's not right and it's not fair. And like I said, again, I've spoken, I'm not saying I spoke to him personally, but, with different chat rooms and, on Twitter, we had a conversation once. And he's a nice person, okay? And now, it may sound like I'm ranting in this video, because the average Joe probably not going to know what the hell I'm talking about, okay? Unless you're really, really into the sport, or may have did it yourself, you may know what I'm talking about. But he's not going to have a long career. You know what I mean? Like I said, you had 3 nasty cuts on his face, on his eyes. And one thing, I'll give you an example. Okay, first of all, plastic surgeons are going to have to fix that. But I'll give you an example. Because after, you keloid and stuff, you guys remember Toro Gotti. I was talking about Gotti's eyes swole and this, that, and the other. It comes for years of being cut over your eyes. Like, he's always cut. You know what I mean? Because of headbutts. You know what I mean? Somebody asked me, right? Like, how come you be getting, why do boxers get cut or whatever, and they got on, gloves to, like, protect them, because usually a knuckle can split your skin. The reason why you get cut a lot of times when you get punched, look at the headbutt with gloves, is because it's like getting slapped in the face with a belt, and boxers, snap their punches. It's like literally get somebody slapping you with hit you with a rag, a towel, pop. And, and it cuts your skin very easy, very, very easy, you know what I mean? And like I said, Shawn has a lot of natural ability. like speed or whatever. His feet are fat. You know what I mean? Whatever. But watch the head. Like that head is deadly. This is why he can't get a lot of the big. Look at that head, but a lot of the big fights. You know what I mean? Look. A lot of the big fights because he's a dirt. Look at that, another headbutt. He's a dirty fighter, and it was crazy. I don't even know he's doing this shit intentionally. That's the crazy part. But it's he also Kenny pointed to, oh yeah, they scared him. Shawn again. This person didn't want to fight Shawn. No, it's one thing again if you're better than me or whoever's better than who, fine, it's cool skill wise. If you want to go there, fine. Your skills are better than mine. But when you look at his heads and elbows and shit, man, like come on, man. I seen a guy that I watch his stuff on YouTube, 70 Sports, right? And he said that you're supposed to train for all types of fighting and styles of boxing. This is not a style. I mean, like you're not his head. Like come on, like if you were gonna outwork me, hustle me, fine. That's a part of the game. I get it. But when you're hurting people with your head, the end of the fight, the knockouts, it was the TKO, it came from him getting hurt by a headbutt. Mike Tyson was an inside fighter. I get it. Fine, inside. I don't have a problem with that. So when I look at that elbow, so that elbow, look at this shit. I don't have a problem with inside fighting, okay? It may not be the most, when they're slugging stuff, like it may not be the most entertaining, but fine. But he is literally beating opponents up with his head, man. With his head. Of course I'm not going to play. Look, wait. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. Was another little, watch, you're going to see it, okay? I don't have a problem with, and it's not that I had a dog in a fight. I didn't care who won, just wanted to see a good fight. But this referee did a horrible job. They should have had a better ref in there. Look at the head. Like his head is horrible, man. Now, if you're going to be inside, like I said again, you can put your hands up. You can put your hand in the man's chest and roll him. He's taking his head and moving him. Like, come on, man. Like, just, you're going to have 3 nasty cuts in this fight, and it all came from this guy's head. Look how he mauls him with his head. Berto's not doing that to him. That's a good uppercut by Berto. This ref did a horrible job. He gonna talk about some damn back of the head, but not once did you recommend this man for leading in with his head. It's crazy. I give you another example. People like to, say, give Mike a hard time about him biting Evander Holyfield, right? It's called cause and effect. What made Mike want to, it wasn't because old boy was getting the better of him, especially the second fight, because whatever fight started. Between the two fights, Evander Holyfield's about 6'3", maybe 6'2.5". Mike Tyson maybe 5'10" on his best day, was maybe with tissue in his shoes. Okay, Mike had about 25 headbutts from Evander Holyfield, about 25 headbutts. You know what I mean? That big ball head. You know what I mean? And also too, a lot of people don't like to say that Evander Holyfield was juicing. You know what I mean? He was on that stuff on them steroids. That's the man right there, Errol Spence. You know what I mean? When they had that big bust that clinic performance in Florida, Evander Holyfield was a client. When they had that big thing, who was it? Who was the baseball player? But anyway, he was on that list too. You know what I mean? Once that list came out and all that shit, you see Evander been looking like shit since. Like, this real talk. Evander, because remember, he was at the down part of his career. He was talking about retiring when he lost the title to Michael Moore, whatever the case may be. They was talking about him retiring or whatever. Somebody may have had a heart attack or a stroke in the ring. And then about a year or so he came back, was looking strong as ever. He walking through punches and all that stuff, taking shit on the chin. Evander was juicing, man. Real talk. Real rap. But anyway, back to this shit here with Shawn Porter. Because Kenny Porter's always talking about how this person avoiding Shawn and how this person avoiding Shawn. No, his skill-wise, no one's afraid of him. Like, but he is such. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like Shawn Porter straight dog shit, okay? Because he's made it this far in boxing, but he is a dirty fighter. I'll give you an example. Madonna. We all know that Madonna dirty as hell, okay? All right, and he's an inside fighter. Am I right or am I wrong? But Madonna's not in there leading with his headbutting people. Like, you know what I mean? And Madonna dirty. You know what I mean? You had 3 nasty cuts in his fight, and they all came from this man's head. He did the same thing to Paulie Malignaggi. He went in bulldozer with his head. Like, this shit is crazy. You know? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, this is wild. If I was Keith Thurman, because now he's the mandatory for Keith Thurman's title again, I wouldn't fight this guy again. I already beat him. Like, this motherfucker, like, you know what I mean? He needs someone to teach him the fundamentals. You know what I mean? Like, look. He rocked Berto a little bit, right? And look how he just came straight in with his chin, with his head. Watch this shit. If you think I think I'm exaggerating, watch this shit. He landed a decent shot. Okay. Watch. You're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. You're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. You're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. He was doing this shit all night. Okay. Look. There you go. Head. My head. Look. He just put his head and pushed him straight back with his head. Like, come on, man. This ref did a horrible job. This ref needed to be suspended. He did a horrible job. That's why you can't get big fights. Okay? It's not wrong with being a good... Oh, that was good. Look. It's not wrong with being a good inside fighter. That was a good shot by Berto. It's not wrong with that. I'm not complaining about that. Fine. Now it's another cut. Okay. Right back with his head. 2 cuts. Nasty head. 2 cuts. And Shawn was hurt. That shot right there hurt him. He gave him a break. Watch this. Watch this. Look at that head. Look at that. What's this? What? Huh? Bam. Look, 2 nasty cuts. 2 nasty cuts. All from his head. All from his head. All from his head. This guy's a nasty fighter, man. Dirty fighter, man. He's a very dirty fighter. He needs another trainer. I know Kenny Porter's not going to want to step down the line because Kenny Porter allows the limelight. But like I said, I'm surprised that he's made it this far in boxing with so many flaws in the thing. Like, you know what I mean? Set it up. Nothing wrong with you being an inside fighter. Yeah, Berto just rocked him right there. Nothing wrong with you being an inside fighter, bro. But you don't have to come in there with your head. First of all, you're going to shorten your own career. Your eyes are not going to hold up. You know what I mean? He literally looks like he's in there still trying to play football. Now, Berto, another headbutt. You got 3 nasty cuts in this fight, all from this man's head. And at the end of the fight, what started the knockout was him being hurt by me. Let's go straight down to the end. What started the knockout was him being hurt by his head. Here we go. What started the fight was him being hurt by his head. Him being hit by them. Okay. That's good money. That's good money. I give him that. He hurt Berto. He hurt Berto right there. Decent body work. But watch the head, though. That's what started the knockout. The TKO. OD digging to the body. And that's cool. You want to get in there and get money like that, fine. I can respect that. I can respect. No, I don't have a problem with that. Do it right. I don't have a problem with that. The way he did with his head, come on, man. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. This guy not. Well, that's a good body shot. Good body shot. Good body shot, Shawn. Look at his head. Come on, man. Look, hit him in the head. That was an elbow right there, too. Like, this is wild, man. Look at it. Look. Look at this. Oh, my God. Look at this. at that head. Wait, watch this. Might turn it down. This is the last thing before. Watch this though. Oh, yeah, Mama's quiet. Yeah. All right, good body work. But look at that head. That's not right, man. If you're going to go there and wing and fight, fine. Get money. That was elbow there, too. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with that. It's cool. Exciting. Look at that head. Look at that, man. And not once did he recommend this guy. Take a point of nothing. Are headbutts going to happen in a fight? Yes. You know what I mean? But that's a part of his arsenal. Good body shot by Berto. That's a part. Look at it. Look at that, man. He's leaning forward with his head. He can't do that. That's dangerous, man. Will fighters bump heads in a fight? Yes, they absolutely would. It will happen. You know what I mean? But he's moving him out in position. He's using his head to get him in position to land the shot. It's not right and it's wrong, man. You can't do that. He is a danger to himself and to other fighters. This is why he can't land any big fights. Nobody wants to fight him because of stuff like that. Shit, it's damn sure not his skill set. That's why he lost his title to Kell Brook. Somebody that he couldn't bully with, that Kell is just as strong or stronger than he was. Good body shot. Good body shot. For all that's clean. That's entertaining. That's good body shot. That's good work. He stopped him in the ninth round. It was the ninth round he stopped him in. But all it starts from headbutts, man. Good body shot. Not a problem with it. Not a problem with that. No issue with that whatsoever. No problem. You hear me? What I mean? And I don't have a problem because I'm okay with both fighters. I like them. Look at that head. That's the wrong round. Watch this. It's about to be over right now. Watch. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. It's about to be over right now. You're about to see exactly what I'm talking about. He hurt him with a headbutt. This one started the TKO. Look. Oh, my God. Look. That was slick. Watch this. Watch this. Take it back. Let's see what he did. Let's take it back. Wait, let's take it back a little bit more. Nice little hook. Little hook, right? Get in there. Bang. Cool. Decent. I'll give you that. Watch the knockdown, though. Look what started it. Headbutt. 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 Watch this. Boom. Headbutt. Head. Oh, my head. Oh, bro. This shit crazy. It's over. You heard it from a head punch. Yeah, it's crazy. This is your boy Next Gen 720. And to you, Kenny Porter, I'm gonna make sure you see. I'm gonna send somebody to make sure you see this video, right? I'm a mutual friend of ours. But this is why your son can't get in these big fights, high-profile fights. And I'm not even saying that Shawn done it intentionally. He needs another trainer. He's gonna hurt himself and other people because when you do that, look at that head, man. I'm out of here, man. It's your boy, I'm going. Listen, Mike, be quiet. I'm going to be live streaming right now. If you want to come rock out with your boy, I'm going to be playing a couple games to BGS. He comes on at 7:30. Man, it's a damn shame, man. I'm out of here.